Hi, and welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Pastor Paul Steele from Bethlehem Church in Austin, Minnesota. Now, The Bottom Line is our weekly summary of the previous Sunday's sermon. And this past Sunday, we started a brand new sermon series entitled Summer Reflections, as we take a look at some of the Psalms. Now, the book of Psalms is Israel's prayer hymnal. It's what they use to guide their worship and meditation on God and His Word. And so as we take time this summer to reflect, to rest, I thought it would be a good idea to take a look at some of these Psalms that have guided the worship of God's people for centuries. And the first Psalm that we took a look at was Psalm 4. Psalm 4. And here David is writing. And he's writing this reflection. He's writing this prayer as he's being pursued, as he has enemies who are degrading him and attacking his character. And in this psalm we see, first of all, David's confidence in God, that God has protected him, that God has rescued him, that God has provided for him in the past. So he has this confidence in God. He also has some words for those who are pursuing him, those who are attacking him. And he tells them that God will vindicate him. David is confident that God will protect him, that God will provide for him, that God will deliver him out of the hands of these enemies. And he has words for those who are traveling with him, his companions. And he reminds them that their hope, their joy comes in from knowing God. That's where their hope is. Not in anything that they can have, not in any of their big harvests, not in any of their celebrations, but in God. And then David ends the psalm with this: "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, will keep me safe." So David was able to find rest because he was confident that God would keep him safe, that God would provide, that God was on his side. And as we enter into this time of summer and rest and vacation, it's important for us to take time to rest, to remember that God is on our side, and to think about how God has provided for us in the past. And that is going to give us that peace. That's going to give us that confidence to find rest, knowing that God will provide for our needs. And so our big idea from Sunday is this: in a world of chaos, we find peace in God's provision and promise. In a world of chaos, we find peace in God's provision and promise. And our challenge is this: write a letter to God that expresses your frustration, your worries, your concerns, but in this letter with a commitment to trust God. God, no matter what happens, I trust in you. Hey, thank you for being part of Bethlehem. I'm glad that you can join us, even if it's just here online. I want to remind you that you can join us every Sunday morning at 10:30, either in person next to Ellis Middle School here in Austin, Minnesota, or you can find us on Facebook and YouTube. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week, and God bless.